Welcome to Beer Money Pulling Team. Sit down, shut up, and hang on. Well, Mark Kelsey, I talked to a lot of promoters, but not somebody who promoted a pull in Florida in March, and now we're back in Illinois in May. How are you tonight, buddy?
Not too bad.
Good. Welcome, everybody. Mark Kelsey, promoter, just at Dirt Motorsports. This weekend, we're talking Byron, Illinois. Friday night, side-by-side drags and truck drags, and then Saturday night, it's going to be the truck and tractor pull. You can see the times right there on your screen, but ISP stands for Illini State Pullers or Illinois State Pullers, right, Mark?
Yes, Illini.
Illini, and they got the, let's see here, light super stocks, which is your class, with your beautiful tractor that's on fire on the screen right there. Too Hot to Farm, a 7,000-pound naturally aspirated, a 65 open, and a 7,800 pro stock truck class. So those will be your 3.6 diesel trucks. I'm guessing we're going to have a pretty good mix of those Saturday night with some of the Badger State guys coming down, would be my guess. Early, looking for an early season pull. And then non-sanctioned classes, we're going to have some stock gas trucks, stock diesel trucks, and an outlaw 8,000-pound diesel. Is that pretty much just run what you brung, Mark, or what's an 8,000?
Yeah, it pretty much is. Yeah, it really is. That's for the the non-street legal. You can run weights and all that kind of thing.
Then you're also running some light limited super stocks, 4.1 limited pros, 11.5 farm stock mile per hour to be determined, 12.5 stock farm mile per hour to be determined, 12.5 out of field, and like a 466 hot farm pro farm combo. Again, so talking with Mark Kelsey, everybody, promoter of Byron, Illinois this weekend. So if you're in that Byron, Illinois area, looking for something to do Memorial Day, this kind of kicks off. I know we had our Pullers Championship last weekend, but in the past, Memorial Day is kind of when the pulling season starts. And now you see everybody going earlier and later to try to get ahead of that. But it's kind of I call it the official kickoff of pulling season, Mark. There's always a lot of pulls this Memorial Day weekend, with the extra day, with the Monday holiday. So yeah, so welcome to the show. Let's talk Byron, Illinois, big guy. Mark, did I lose you?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, let's review your event here. You want to start with everything, kind of where it is, how it got started. Let's just talk. Let's just talk.
Oh, okay. So in 2020, during COVID, there were no county fairs going on. So I went down to a friend of mine's place. It's a motocross track in Byron, right next to the nuclear plant, and carved out 2 tracks in the top of the hill. And we had an event, and it was really good turnout. The dirt's excellent. It's pretty cool because you're up on top of a hill, basically out in the middle of nowhere. And we just bring everything in, light towers, food, beer. We have, we're hauling in bleachers tomorrow, make sure everybody brings their lawn chairs too. We have terraces set up for lawn chairs, so you're not blocked by, the Jersey walls or anyone else sitting in front of you. And we have bleachers. So it's that's how it all started. The motocross track has been there since 1969. So we basically built these 2 tracks up there. They're about 850 long, or 850 feet long each, side by side, with a Jersey barrier, dividing the 2 tracks.
Nice. So I'm guessing, been talking to a lot of promoters, obviously, with what we do, Mark. A lot of people started stuff during the COVID years because they just wanted to do something and had some of the biggest crowds they've ever had, because people were just hungry to do stuff. What's the name of the facility that we're actually going to be at Friday and Saturday?
Motorsports Park.
Motorsports Park. Okay.
It's right there at the bottom of the flyer there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
I got it covered up probably with our banner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I do. Yep. There it is, the green and the Motorsports Park. I'll bring up their Facebook page too here for everybody. So And you've pulled with ISP for a while, right?
Yeah, this will be my second full year, and I've pulled in the with them on and off for several years.
Yep. If you have any questions for Mark Kelsey about Byron, Illinois this weekend, or just anything about truck and tractor pulling in general, please chuck it into the comments. Mark and I will do our best to answer that for you. Again, Friday, May 26th, 6:30 p.m., side-by-side drags, truck drags as well. So, Britt, I mean, that's pretty much anything goes. You're just drag racing, having a good time Friday night, right, Mark?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. What was the fastest thing you had there in 2020?
Trying to remember. We had this truck that was set up for drag racing, and they put a set of pulling tires on the back and brought it there. It was sketchy, but it was fast. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing how fast some of these trucks go in that 250, 300 feet. They're hitting, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. I mean, it's quick. And the side-by-sides, we've got a few of them coming. I know a couple Can-Ams that make over 500 horse.
Wow.
I mean, these things are incredible.
I would guess you get the locals to come out, with their side-by-sides and their trucks wanting to have a good time. And then you get some pretty, fast racers that show up as well. So.
Correct. Yes.
And then Saturday night, then with the tractor pull, I see we got some ISP classes. Do you run in 2 tracks, or are we running 1 track? What's the plan there?
Two tracks, 2 sleds.
Okay, what sled are going to be there?
Lowry sleds. Lowry
sleds. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Lowry. Yep.
Awesome. And is this the official kickoff of the ISP season?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
First points up. Mm-hmm.
Nice. I have to go. I need to share some of that off their Facebook page again. So light super stocks. Who pulls light supers with ISP? What will fans? Who are some of the pullers they'll see?
So you have Jeremy Nelson. He's right there in Byron. He pulls a Ford on alcohol. He just got out last season. Boy, put me on the spot. I'm trying to think of names now. There'll be probably 2 tractors. Last year we had 10 to 12 pretty much the whole year, but I know two of them are not going to be there because they're not together.
Okay.
Let me see, Greg Harnish.
There's some pretty good little running light diesel supers at ISP, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah, they do well. Yep. They do very, very well.
I'm jumping onto their Facebook page right now. This is where you're supposed to cough, Mark, if you can't think of some people's names.
Yeah, I for some reason I'm at a loss.
You've been down there in that Florida sun all summer.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. I totally understand. I'm on the ISP page right now. So that was a funeral for Harnishes, right, Dennis? Yep.
Yes.
It's on their page. So I'm on the Illini State Pullers page right now. There's your flyer. So points, yep, they've been promoting that. There's a little garden tractor from ISP. That's from the banquet. So yeah, not a bunch of stuff on there, but obviously the season's just getting started. We got your flyer on there, so that's important. So good deal. I'm excited for the side-by-side drags and truck drags on Friday night because I see truck and tractor pulling all the time, but I don't see a bunch of ISP stuff. So I plan on seeing a lot of vehicles I don't see before. And I like how you added some of the other classes, like your light limited supers, your 4-1s, your 11.5s, your 12.5s. A lot of guys, Memorial Day is a chance to go get a hook or a test hook, if you know what I mean, Mark.
Yes.
Test your new stuff up for the season before you go hit your points association. I'm guessing we'll see some pullers from, honestly, probably 4 or 5 states. If I wouldn't be surprised if we don't or not. So
I've heard we have a 4-1 coming, I think, out of Minnesota.
Okay.
A few out of Tom Glotz is coming out of Wisconsin.
Yep.
Kevin Engelken was going to be there with his white, but he's got a problem with it, and he doesn't want to take a chance, and he doesn't have time to tear it apart quick.
Yeah, he was at the Pullers Championship last weekend. So
yes, yep.
And Galitz's were there with one of theirs. They got second and third for the weekend. Galitz's and Engelking, so they had good weekends. But
yep, and I believe Scott Burkhart's bringing his out.
I think he has a new 4-1.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
And I haven't heard if Herons are going to be coming or not. They're from Winnebago, real close by.
Oh, yeah. I know them really well. So. Yeah, you got quite a few Badger State pullers down in that northern Illinois area. So
Yes.
Centrally located. So I was thinking, with us being next to the nuclear power plant, we should do like an episode of The Simpsons and have Homer or something like that on there. Mark, have a little bit of fun with it. So
It wouldn't hurt. I wanted to call it the nuclear meltdown, but I didn't want to give anybody bad luck because literally we can melt them down.
No, I understand that. So any sponsors that help you out besides the Kelsey Foundation, or who else helps you with this, or is it just the Kelsey family?
Yeah, pretty much us. There's a few other ones. Night Equipment's a huge help to us. Jesse, Jerry, and Jim and Jenny Seisha.
Yep, they do so much for pulling.
Alta Equipment. Bacher Chevy in Freeport. Bobcat of Rockford and Dixon and Janesville. So we've got some people helping us out. Nice.
Let's talk about this Florida. We had fun down there in Florida down there in March. Was it March we were down there? I can't remember.
Yes, yeah. March. Yes.
That was a lot of fun. Satsuma, Florida, for everybody that don't talk about. Mark has a racetrack down there as well. And we came down there and helped with the tractor pull I got to announce down there. It was a good time. Fun to see that. And had a nice big crowd on Saturday night. So excited for that. Hopefully we can continue to grow that in the future as well. So, like I said, Mark, I don't know too many promoters that promote a pull in Florida. Then a couple months later, you're a special kind of special, Kelsey. That's all
I'm a glutton for punishment for sure.
All good. Stacy's in the back going, yeah.
Yeah, she is. Yes. Yeah, she agrees completely.
Yeah. How's the weather looking for this weekend? I haven't checked yet.
Oh, really beautiful.
Good.
I think 74 Friday and sunny, and Saturday is 77 and sunny.
Yeah.
1% chance of rain both days. We watered the track tonight a bunch.
Yep.
Ripped it deep and watered it, and so we'll be putting probably, I'd say, 15,000 gallons on it, 20,000 gallons by Saturday night, I'm sure.
Yep. That's good. As you know, weather can really mess up an outdoor event. So we got our, Friday night down in Nashville, Illinois. It rained so hard 20 miles north of Nashville. It flooded the ditches and the streets, and people were calling. We're like, no, the pull is still on. So we had a good crowd Friday night. We had a packed house Saturday night, but everybody's got that smartphone, Mark, and they're looking at their phones and, hey, I get it. I wouldn't want to go and sit in the rain either. But when you can have good forecasts like this, and the reason, we do these live videos like this is to get the word out there, because maybe a lot of you didn't know, hey, I know Byron was having anything this weekend. And I can tell you from promoting these early events like this, he's going to get a lot of equipment. You're going to see a little bit of everything at this event, especially for the truck and tractor pull Saturday night, because pullers are looking to test new equipment before they get into their point seasons, or, and it's a lot of fun. You might, you never know, a big 4-engine modified might show up and just say, hey, Mark, can I make it? I just want to make a quick test hit. You just never know what's going to show up to some of these events like this that makes it a lot of fun, Mark. So I'm really excited. I've never been to Byron, Illinois for a truck and tractor pull before, so it's going to be a first one for me. So
it's a good time.
But it's going to be a good time. So what would you say out of your ISP classes will probably have the most hooks in it? Will it be the 3.6 trucks, the 65 open, the 7,000, the 2 out the farm, or the light supers?
There's a couple of them. Our class, the light super and 2 hot to farm, could be pretty decent. I was hoping maybe we'd drag a few of those in from other areas as well. But it's really hard to say. I don't know. The 65 open might be decent, because that's kind of the reason we added it is because there are some guys in the 65, I think, 100-pound super stock truck class that aren't ready, so they didn't want to make it a points hook. But a lot of the guys wanted to come and pull. So Mike Sauter and me decided to just run the 6,500 open, because then, I can pull my light super in that class if I want. It's open to anything that weighs.
Oh, so it's truck or tractor?
It doesn't matter. Nope. I think hopefully we'll have a couple modifieds there that pull in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and you can, if it weighs 6,500, you can pull it. Doesn't matter. Nice. Yep. So light super guys, they have an opportunity to pull twice in the same night if they want.
Yep. And
then also the Badger State light limited supers can pull in that class as well, and in our class as well if they want.
Get a couple passes.
They could actually hook 3 times if they wanted. Yes.
Wow. That'd be a good test and tune.
Yes. Yes, it would.
That would be a good test and tune. Get plenty of chances there. So, no, that's pretty cool. For numbers, like, did you do the truck drags and the car drags a couple years ago as well in 2020, or was it just a truck and tractor pull?
No, we did the truck drags on one track and the tractor pull on the other, and it was a challenge because you're just running 2 totally separate things, and so that's why this year we decided to make it 2 separate nights.
Okay.
And we had a good turnout for trucks. I mean, we really did. It was the pulling and the drags were both excellent.
Good
for the stock truck stuff. We had a lot of stuff.
I like it.
Yep.
I just think that those drag races are getting really, really popular. They did one up here in Hub City, Wisconsin, just north of Richland Center, and it was just packed.
Mm-hmm.
It was just packed. So
yeah. Yep.
That makes it a lot of fun for all those people. So. So if I show up, it's just basic registration is 100% payback. Like, what do I got to pay? Let's kind of go through some of that stuff for the truck drags and the side-by-side drags.
I don't have it. I honestly don't have it in front of me.
That's okay.
I'm trying to remember how they. Yeah, so you pay. Everyone pays to get in the gate.
Yep.
And then I believe it's $20 to race.
Okay.
And then we're paying. I hate to say because I don't have it in front of me. I can't remember.
No, that's okay.
But we are paying back in all classes for the drags.
Okay. So gas trucks, diesel truck.
I think the winner's $300. I think something like that for the trucks.
Okay.
Plus, you get the bragging rights. That's the most important thing.
Oh yeah. No, that's usually what brings a lot of people out.
Yeah, and then we're gonna run grudge races afterwards. If you didn't get a chance to race this guy and you want to, you can come up and do that if you want.
Nice. Do you got any local guys that are kind of some heavy hitters that have done well in the past, or they go out and they drag race, or what are you feeling there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll get several guys that have some pretty fast trucks around here for sure.
Good.
We have, I think, Wade Tipton. I'm sure he'll be there. I'm not good with names, but Michael Bates, he'll be there, I'm sure, dragging, and he's trying to get his Too Hot to Farm tractor ready. Hopefully Saturday night. Okay. So we get some other guys too. Like I said, I can't remember all their names, but I know their vehicles and they are fast.
Yeah. Don't you have a real drag strip close by too?
Yeah, the Byron drag strip is.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I'd say it's a mile away. Yep, it's more down by the river where it's flat.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. For drag racing.
Yeah, it's all sand down in there. But yeah, we're up on the hill and it's excellent dirt.
Good deal. Well, I just wanted to get you on tonight and kind of let everybody know. We get a lot of people to watch these live videos, Mark. So I just want to let everybody know about this and check in. Do you got anything else you want to add tonight before we let you go?
I don't think so. I just hope, a lot of people come out and support it. And, we need a decent crowd to make this happen, year after year. We pay out a lot of money and so we need a good crowd to keep it moving forward. So
yeah,
it really helps. And I promise it'll be a good time. And though, yeah, I already said that. There'll be, like I said, I think we have 4 food vendors coming. We'll have beer. It's just cool because you're out. It's a different venue than going to a fairgrounds. Totally different venue.
Oh yeah. Yep. No, the side-by-side drags, and have 2 nights of it like this. That's what makes it fun, Mark, for me.
Yeah.
To see 2 different things. And not everybody goes camping. A lot of people like to do different things and stay close to home, but it really is the official kickoff of summer. And people are going to be looking for some fun. And what a better way to go out and just race your stock pickup truck on Friday night. And if you want to be totally dumb, you can hook it to the sled on Saturday night and see what happens. You know what I mean? So
you can. Yep. That's another reason we split it up, because the first year we did this, we had guys wanting to do both.
Yep.
And it was really difficult because some of them, run them blocks and all that in their suspension. And it was too much to take on. It just didn't work like we wanted it to. So that's why we split it up.
Yeah, we're counting on all of you that see this video either live or tomorrow on Facebook or whatever, or we're live on YouTube as well. Just, get the word out, put this on your Snapchat, put this on your TikTok, let everybody know what's going on, that there is, Byron, Illinois, side-by-side drags and truck drags. I'm sure car drags as well Friday night. If you want to race it, Mark's going to let you. Yep. And then Saturday night, truck and tractor pulls, 2 tracks, they'll have some ISP sanction stuff, and we'll have a lot of, I know we'll have a lot of stuff in the non-sanctioned classes as well. With a lot of people just looking to make a shakedown pass or two before the season starts for them, wherever they pull at. So, yeah. So if you can't think of anything else, Mark, I'll let you go, and we'll see you Friday. So.
Appreciate it. We'll look forward to seeing you all. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.